How's it going, UBL Nation? My name is Broken Pinky, here to bring you to the Week 2 Pickems here for the Dusk and the Dawn division. And once again, I am joined by a special guest, so introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Cannor. I am the reigning finalist that didn't win. The reigning second place guy.
I mean,
You know, the one that people don't talk about. I'm also the technical creator of the UBL VGC channel and kind of the big content movement. I just think making content around a league makes the league more engaging and gets people talking.
I agree, and I'm glad to be a part of it, so thanks for having me on the team.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it. I mean, you're kind of the reason why I decided, you know what, I'll make an actual content team and not just 3 different channels. Because like we had the UBL channel,
Yeah, we did.
and then we had 2 other channels uploading stuff. So it's like maybe it would be easier if we kind of just put them together.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And obviously, if anyone wants to put content on the channel, just hit me up.
True. No, it was really as
And we'll
simple as
talk about
me just being like, hey, I think it'd be just easier if I put my shit on the channel. And Kenna was like, true. And now we're here.
Yeah, and then Winda showed up and said the same thing, and I was like, true. Just because Winda said, for once, I want to make content on time.
And you know what? For now, he's done it. He got his draft analysis up.
He has. Oh yeah.
All right.
And it's a good watch. Go watch it.
I should watch it. I didn't have time because I guess fourth wall break. I said it in the BGC discussions, but it is currently 94 degrees inside my house, so I had to relocate. So shout out to my brother for being awesome.
Yeah. I mean, if you needed to cancel, I would not have blamed you.
I would have felt bad
94
though,
is crazy.
cause like I'm literally like on Thursday I'm not gonna be like able to record at all, and until like Monday. So it was like now or never pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, let's just get right into these matchups. We have, so on the left-hand side, beside the Tauruses, of course, we have the running tally of the Pickems. So Kathy and I both got 4 right, so that's where they're going to be. And then Cannor's and I predictions for this week are going to be over here, next to where all the matchups are. Actually, I should probably put it in line.
Hopefully, I'm not too convincing in this video. We have all the same.
See, unlike last week, neither of us have looked at the matchups. So
Yeah. I mean, I kind of. I'm gonna spoil something here. At least with Dusk, it's not hard to tell who's gonna be the winner in a lot of these.
Hey.
There. To be fair, there is actually a couple really close matchups this week.
No, there were. I mean, last week there were a lot of really close matchups, but
Yeah, a lot of matchups that looked a lot less close on paper, but when the game actually happened, looked super close and tight.
Although I looked back
this
through
week,
Dawn,
they're really close and tighter.
I looked back through Dawn. I think all of them were 2-0s, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
But all the ones in Dusk,
Yeah.
I think, were game 3, other than Lyric and Cam. So it's kind of weird.
Yes.
Anyway, speaking of Dusk, we got our first matchup here: the Brad Roberts versus Inglorious Indeedies. We got Afterman Cam versus Gig. Let me just look at this type chart here. I want to see how hard Goldango goes in this matchup. Oh wow.
One steal week and a ton of steal resist.
Okay, maybe Goldango sucks here.
One mon that's weak to ghost and it's a fake Pokemon. I can't even say that. I got folded by it. I got folded by Lee's game 3.
That's so sad.
Because I'm dumb and I didn't switch into Umbreon. Like, he clicked Psyblade twice. Why didn't I switch into Umbreon?
Is this a leak of your week 1 analysis? Or did that already go up? I forget.
No, it didn't. It's not going up. I'm taking way too long with the script, so it's just not going up. Like it would be dropping like next week. Just because of how in depth I wanted to go with it.
No, I feel you. I love.
Plus, I've
going,
also
like,
just
super
been
in-depth.
like really busy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've also been really busy. So like even match of the week, I haven't even gotten recorded yet.
Damn.
Which, by the way, fourth wall break match of the week for week 2 is going to be way harder to decide. There's just way too many good matchups.
I mean, I just kind of base it off of like being at the end and being like, oh, this match was hype.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. Okay, well, first of all, Goldango sucks here, which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean, so the first thing I kind of noticed is like outside of um, it's stupid face Palafin. Outside of Palafin, Klotzer, like Instant kind of just walls this team, which is not a good position to be in. Well, I guess you can argue that this guy does things.
What about big
Funny.
big abominable?
No, no.
Big abominable with
This
that.
thing does not do anything.
It's gonna miss a hammer arm and get burned.
So yeah, I say that, but like it actually does kind of go really crazy.
No, big abominable is crazy. No, I feel like if you're Cam, you have to set up Trick Room here, like 100%. Your Tailwind mode is not nearly as good.
Also, these top 4 are weak to ice, and they at least 2 of these for sure are coming. Like Garchomp 100% comes here because if it doesn't, Goldango actually is still a bit of a problem.
A bit,
Just because you don't have a way to immediately kill it outside of Incineroar, but like Incineroar's not really good in this matchup either. Just because it's like a bunch of special attackers in Palafin.
Yeah, I mean Incineroar kind of can't do anything, but I don't know. I feel like Cam
Incineroar can just sit here and click Snarl.
Yeah, Cam just has a
out.
really strong Trick Room mode. Like,
yeah,
I don't think that Gig has a way to stop Trick Room from going up. I mean, other than Taunt, obviously.
Good in prison.
I don't think... Does anything here even get Trick Room?
Stantler does, and it gets in prison.
Oh, okay.
And I guess technically Breakson gets it too, but that's not a real mon.
Yeah.
Despite what Gig will try to get you to believe in the Discord, it's not real.
But Stantler gets folded by Big Abominable, so... I don't know. It could be something.
I mean, it's got Intimidate and Eviolite now.
Yeah.
So it probably doesn't die to one hit, but it definitely.
I swear Abominable gets Hypercutter. I could be wrong. I thought I got something to stop attack drops.
It probably does.
I know it
has
Hypercutter. Okay. Yeah, Hypercutter's kind of.
It has Hypercutter. So like, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Otherwise, you just get Intimidate cycled by double Intimidate, and you lose because like the double Intimidate mode is not bad.
No, honestly, like Incineroar Stantler goes crazy.
Yeah. So now I want to talk about what I actually think is going to just ruin Gig. It's Trick Room Regidrago. Like, there's actually nothing he has that switches into it.
Oh yeah. Is there even a Dragon Resist? Orthworm.
There's two. There's Orthworm and Darkspun. But Darkspun is like the worst Pokemon ever. It's here because it's like a fire immunity too on a team that didn't need it, but whatever. I guess like you switch it into like Will-O-Wisp or whatever. It's so bad though. Well-baked body.
Give
it well-baked body. Well, he's baked. He's baked and can't defend some iron.
Yeah.
Does not have iron-like defense.
But he is well-baked.
Any way to set up defense, by the way. It doesn't have any way to set up its own defense. That's why I think this mod's doo-doo for it.
I mean, it also has like 50 HP, which cancels all of its good bulk traits.
How much bulk does it even have?
It has like 50 HP. I think
57,
117.
57, 115, 80.
If it had like 60 or 70 HP, it'd be a Pokemon. But like 57 is nothing.
Well, I mean, it also has no attack stat. Like, it's just a body press bot.
Why does it have 95 speed?
80 attack. 95 speed. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't get why it has 95 speed. Like, just make this thing a bulky wall. Like, make it wall fire types.
If I had a nickel for every fairy type in Gen 9 that was supposed to be bulky but has all of its stats put into speed for no reason, I would have 2 nickels. The other one is Screamtail, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. This thing's worse than... I almost said it's worse than Fluttermane. Like, yeah, obviously. I mean, like, it's worse at being bulky than Fluttermane is most of the time.
Oh, 100%.
Fluttermane's 40 points faster. God, Fluttermane didn't get drafted, by the way. I'm so salty about it. Like, wait, that's my one thing. It's
like legal? I forgot it was legal.
It didn't get drafted anywhere. Yeah, it's legal, and no one drafted it, which, like, I kind of get because it's an S+, but it's like...
Nah, Cannor, what you should do is you should get Fluttermane and then get Indeedee Male.
True. Yeah, actually just scrap my whole team for Flutterman.
You're right.
You have a point. I should do that. I did get kind of cooked by a bad team last week. And a great matchup.
Nah, this team's goated. What are you talking about? It has Iron Leaves. It's got Pachirisu. That guy's the world champion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the
Look at all these
best
world
Firewater
champs on
Grass
this
Core
team.
ever.
All these world champs.
Look at this this crazy Firewater Grass Core that's gonna win Worlds this year. Incineroar, Iron Leaves, Milotic. Anyways, let's actually talk about the matchup here a little bit. I think if you're Cam, you just bring Trick Room. Gig doesn't have a way to really contest it, and even if he does, like you've got a ton of super bulky options. Anyways, he also doesn't have a fairy type, by the way. I mean, he has a fairy type. But Gig doesn't have a fairy type. So Hydrapple kind of just walks into this matchup unchecked. It's got 2 total resists. I mean, it's not like it has a ton of super effectives either. It's just super effective in the Garchomp, but like still, Fickle Beam, just on and off chance getting the double power is just going to kill things.
Yeah, and you can Earth Power Incineroar, which I mean helps with beating.
Or
Incineroar.
you can Hydro Pump Incineroar.
like a real boss.
Yeah, does it get Scald?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Earth Power also is to
I have no
Pachirisu.
idea.
I think if Gig wants to win, I think Pachirisu has to be like a part of the strategy. Like,
yeah, so it's weird because normally I'm a major Pachirisu hater on this team just because like it doesn't serve a purpose. It's like, where's your like frail electric Weakmon? Like your 3 electric Weakmons are like decently bulky. But if you're Gig, you have to run it this week. Like you just have to. You have to play. You kind of have to play Protect the Garchomp because if you don't, you lose. And I don't believe we have Wide Guard.
If anything gets it, it's Zapdos, but I don't think Zapdos gets it.
No, it doesn't. Zapdos doesn't. I know that for sure. Otherwise, I would actually be using it in Reg G.
Damn, is it really a B tier?
Wide Guard, Tailwind. Yeah, it's a B tier mon. It's like fine.
That's
yeah, there's no Wide Guard. So I see that if I'm Cam and I just decide, okay, Regidrago comes to this matchup, there's literally nothing that can stop it. His Fake Out is negligible into Regidrago.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's Incineroar. Like, obviously, it's going to get faked out. You're going to... Well... Ooh, Scarf Regidrago next to...
Illumise?
Toxicroak.
Or that,
Or
yeah.
Illumise. Either one just cooks him.
You do need Tailwind up, because...
Yeah,
so much
I think you
slower.
probably, if you want to do that, you run... you have to run... I think with this team, you have to run Toxicroak.
Yeah, I agree. I think Toxicroak is super good.
Regidrago. I think Illumise is normally good, but I think in this matchup, it's actually pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of an Encore bot into this matchup where there's not really anything you want to click Encore into, potentially other than exactly Tornadus. But, like, if it calls your bluff and switches out, you are down advantage. Gig has lost to Encore. Gig has Encored people. I don't think he's going to be coming into this matchup not playing around Encore. Remember, he can also switch. Like, Incin can't be Encored because it's never going to be able to Terra either. So that's actually a really big benefit for Gig in the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, Gig sometimes doesn't make the best team building choices.
No, that gravity
like
was
last
hype.
week, he didn't. Well, the gravity had justification. However, he didn't bring a single Protect Pokemon last week.
That was so funny.
So Gig, I hope you're watching this, because if you don't bring Protect, you lose. Like, against this team, you don't bring Protect, you lose. Like, that's just how it is. Just bring Protect, please.
That was so funny though when he didn't bring Protect, and it was just like,
Yeah,
it was all hard reads.
I'm like, he. Why is he not clicking Protect? I was
Bro.
like, It was so annoying because like I could have won game 3 anyways if I just was like, oh yeah, I'll just play around, Bleakwind missing.
Gig has the heart of a champion,
it.
and I love him for that.
Because here's the thing. I outsped it. But I was like, it's a +1 Garchomp. There's no way my Adamant Haxorus outspeeds it. And it was Adamant 60 speed Garchomp. What am I supposed to do about that?
You're supposed to
It's
calc.
like,
That shit was bulky.
True, I'm actually supposed to respect that my opponents aren't going to be playing optimally. That's what I've decided this season because I'm on my villain arc.
No, it was
anyways,
optimal because he won.
True. Yeah. Terra Psychic was optimal into the Umbreon matchup because he won.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the loser. What do I know? You know? What do I know about matchups? I lost. Yeah, but in all seriousness, I think this is super, super easy for Cam if they like play even sort of okay.
All right, so you're going
Like
Cam.
you just play around Incineroar and I think you just win. Yeah, I'm going Cam. I think Gig has the ways to win it, but I think if we see this matchup and they go Tailwind for Tailwind and Gig doesn't respect Tailwind into Encore immediately, he loses. But like if you're Cam, you have to run Trick Room because under Tailwind your mons are just slower. Like you have to run Electrode.
I don't know. I feel
into
like
a Garchomp matchup.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely Cam's game to lose. I think I could see Cam getting like kind of lost in the sauce, but from what I understand, Gig is a little more likely to do that. So I think I'm also gonna say Cam has this pretty wrapped up.
Yeah, I think I would like to make like a hot take like Gig's gonna win this. Like I think he can. I think it's very possible that he does. He is
100%.
a pretty consistent player. The issue is it really is Cam's game to lose. Like I used Regitrago Goldengo last season. I didn't really use Goldengo. Saying I used Goldengo is an overstatement. But I brought Regitrago to the top of the league.
I didn't know you had Goldengo until you said that at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I had Goldengo. It was just so bad. Every week someone would have a ground type because they needed to beat Rhydon. And I'm like, I can't bring this Mon. It's terrible. But I will say if you're Gig, you're looking at this type chart for Cam and you're like, I'm eating good. Except for Fairy. Like, how are you gonna go into a matchup with 4 Mons weak to Fairy and not have a real Fairy type?
Well, see, the thing is, you could run Terra Fairy, Terra Blast, Iron Leaves.
No. Terra Fairy, Terra Blast, Pachirisu.
You're so right.
That's the tech.
I didn't see how weak
Please don't.
Cam was to Garchomp Tornadus, actually.
Yeah, Garchomp Tornadus is really, really strong into this team.
That.
I still think it's Cam's game to lose, though.
Oh, 100%. I think
I'm very, very comfortable saying it's Cam's game to lose.
If Cam gets turn 1 right in like either of the games, I feel like he kind of auto wins. But like, man, Garchomp Tornadus is
Cam
strong.
gets turn 1 right or Gig gets turn 1 wrong, which I don't know enough about Cam as a player, but Gig, he's about 50-50. I would say it's about 50-50 on him getting the turn right and wrong.
I don't know. I could see like this might be like too much for Pickems, like getting too lost in the sauce, but I could see like lead Terra Ghost, imprison Trick Room Stantler to stop fake out Toxicroak that's trying to set up for Dusclops Trick Room, and then that completely throws off Cam, and then Gig can convert that to a game win, and then in game 2, Cam gets in his head.
Yeah. I don't even think that's like lost in the sauce either. I think we just accidentally pointed out the optimal play.
Yeah, maybe. Oops.
You see Talon. Well, I mean, I don't think Terra Ghost is the right Terra, but there is a right Terra. There is a right Terra. Gig will find it. Maybe. I don't know. I would say one benefit for Cam going into this match is Gig's weakness as a player is Terra. Like that's his big weakness. He kind of gets lost in the sauce with Terras. For example, look at last week when he brought Terra Psychic Garchomp. I think that's getting a little too lost in the sauce. It worked because it was Terra Blast.
I understand Terra Psychic, but yeah, it was a little lost in the sauce.
I understand it. Like, it took me a little bit to like actually warm up to it, but yeah, because like it hits Tauros if you're reading that I'm on Tauros, like whatever. That matchup's done.
I think
I'm never thinking about that matchup again.
You're right.
Until playoffs when I hit him.
Anyway, I think we both agree that Cam can win, but we both agree that Gig has a ton of stuff that he can do this matchup. So this is going to be one to watch.
It's really
for sure.
hard to call. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Flowermound Finneon and St. Louis Talonflame. As soon as the mons are going to load. Google Sheets, please work with me.
Yeah. So I'm here often. Oh, hey, it's me. I work. I'm the one that changes the meta.
Thanks for working. All right, cool. All right, Lyric and Pyrus.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's take a look. See.
Ogerpon v Ogerpon this week.
It's the Ogerpon battle.
Battle of the Ogerpons. Oh,
Um.
and the battle of like pretty even speed tiers on the fast front.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm seeing Infernape. Infernape
Oh,
kind of
well.
smacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Infernape kind of super smokes. Hmm. Wow, that is not a good matchup for Crocodile for how much it wants to deal with
Do
the.
you want me to tell you? Yeah, do you
Hmm.
want me to tell you the honest truth?
Go
There
for it.
is no good matchup for Crocodile. I think that mon is terrible.
That's
I
fair,
think
honestly.
Winda is lost in the sauce when it comes to Crocodile. Like that's my one thing where I'm like, that's Winda's hot take is Crocodile.
Ground Dark has so many
That's the one.
weaknesses. It's kind of crazy. Like six
Yeah,
weaknesses on your
it's like
Intimidator
such
is not good.
it's such an incredible offensive typing, and then you realize, wow, this thing cannot hit a fairy type.
It gets
But luckily,
gunshot.
Pyrus doesn't have a real fairy type.
I mean, he doesn't have a fairy
But
type.
I mean, it
Period.
has.
Cottony's
No,
not
he
fairy
does.
type. Oh, Wheezing. I forgot about Wheezing.
Cottony. Wait, Cottony's not fairy type?
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
it
it's just
is.
grass, but Wheezing is fairy type.
Oh, it's grass fairy type.
It is?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Cottony's terrible. And a C tier, by the way.
Prankster Tailwind.
Doesn't get
Prankster Rock-
Tailwind.
well,
Nope, doesn't get it.
Sorry, Prankster Encore.
Doesn't
My
get
bad.
Tailwind.
Prankster
Yeah,
Stun
Prankster
Spore.
Encore.
That's the thing. The
True.
New Age
Prank-
Thunder Wave. That,
Cotton Spore. Cotton Spore.
Ah.
Lower their speed by 2. Oh, actually, just run both.
And
then you
it's
run
just like the
into,
Thunderous in a
safety
Gen 8.
goggles.
It would run safety. It would run Scary Phase and
True.
Thunderwave for some reason. I don't know. I didn't play that game.
True. Yeah, I didn't either.
And
Oh,
then
Gen
one-
8?
Yeah, Gen 8.
No, I did play. I was not very good, though, so I can't answer any of that.
That's fair.
I was so bad. But, like we said, it was Cam's match to lose. On the other one, I think this one is really just Pyrus's match to lose. I think there are ways that Lyric wins this game. Trick Room.
Yeah. there is way.
There is way. But oh god, Lyric's team just kind of gets cooked by Wheezing though.
Yeah.
Like
A lot of these-
every single mon needs their ability except for I guess Avalug.
Nah, it needs that sturdy.
How does a disguise work under
Illusion? I think it doesn't work
illusion?
under gas. I know it doesn't work with
I
all
don't
abilities.
have the yeah.
I'm pretty sure
it's-
illusion work or illusion is canceled by the gas.
I don't know. We'll probably find out this week.
I don't know. I
I,
feel like
I don't truthfully think it matters that much. But
maybe power spot isn't. Power spot sounds like one of those abilities that they'd be like, you can bypass the gas.
yeah, because it's on Stone Droner.
yeah.
It's on a terrible monster.
It's on-
Go ahead.
No, it's on a great Pokemon.
Go
It
ahead,
has
bud.
20 defense. It's a great mon. It has wow, look
Yeah. It's
look
got
at that where is it?
special- Yeah,
Look at that
20
attack.
special defense.
Look at that defense stat. Whoa, 135.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good defensive stat if you didn't look over 2 places and see 20 special defense.
Okay, but if you think
I
about
can
it,
decide to-
Stonejourner's body press hits harder than Urshifu's, so therefore Stonejourner's better.
True. Also, Urshifu's not in here, so therefore Stone Droner is better.
So
It's
true.
actually draftable.
Yeah, it actually got drafted. Stonejourner's better than Fluttermane if you think about it.
If you think about it, Finneon is better than Fluttermane.
I mean, I didn't
just
even
a
have to
fact,
think about it. I
people.
just knew it.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people are going to be hating in the comments after hearing that, but which one was drafted? That's all I'm saying.
All
That's all I'm
3
saying.
commenters.
Which one was drafted?
Anyway, yeah.
All 3 commenters, and it's gonna be me
Yeah.
arguing 3 times on the same account. Why did you do that?
And then one of them's gonna
Okay.
be the UBL account by accident, and it's just gonna be like, oop.
Yep. It's gonna be like, oops, didn't mean to do that one, and I'm just gonna leave it up because it's quirky.
Anyway, yeah, Lyric
anyways.
needs Trick Room. God,
Yeah.
I really want to like Lyric's team, and it has a lot of character, but
I think Lyric's team is strong, but it has so many bad matchups.
I just don't. I mean, these attack stats are not that high. Like 125 is your highest physical attack stat. It's not great. Like Vikable hits hard.
It's to be fair, it's like deceptively high, deceptively low because of Gouging Fire.
Yeah, I mean, Gouging Fire.
Because Gouging
buffs
Fire
it.
just sits there and like clicks Howl. That's the only reason you would draft it. Like 120 isn't bad.
And I guess the
for a
boost from the
physical
item.
stat, but
But like, I don't know.
Yeah,
120 is just not strong. But I guess I'm just used to singles where like
well,
in OU
yeah.
you need like 135 attack minimum or you're not strong at all.
Yeah, otherwise you gotta be fat, and these mods are not fat.
Or be a
Especially,
protomon.
especially
Be a paradox guy. Like fucking
Oh
Val.
yeah, just run booster energy.
Mhm.
Yeah, gouging fire. Uh, I don't think gouging fire can come this week. I'm just going to say it outright. It
Really?
loses it goes so negative into Terra Fairy Latias.
Actually,
Like,
yeah, that's true.
and guess what goes absolutely crazy into this team? Terra Fairy Latias. Well, except for Bronzong. But I mean, like, oh no, I have 2 fire types. Like,
Oh
you can deal
no,
with Bronzong.
I have
Like,
Infernape, which is
Bronzong
also
not-
amazing here, and I have
Yeah,
Sandy Shocks plus
or
Wheezing.
just yeah. Oh no, Sandy Shock's wheezing. I just O-code Bronzong. Oh, such a goof. Or even just gravity earth power into it, like we saw
True.
last week. Which shout out to Pyrus. That was like actually like some sick heat.
That
I
was
mean, it's
fire.
literally was standard Sandy Shocks at one point, but it's heat for draft because I said so.
I mean, it was only standard for
Yep.
Sandy Shocks because that was like the first time Sandy Shocks went to a tournament.
Yeah,
Click
best
gravity.
of one gravity next to Spothra.
I thought the
Thank
spot
God
could
I
click
don't have to
gravity.
deal with that.
Oh yeah, to click hypnosis. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the click hypnosis and then just calm mind while it's getting speed boosts.
Yeah. The spots are such a bitch.
So annoying.
Why do they make it such a demon?
True.
All the speed boost
True.
guys
And then
are
they
just such
just
demons.
replaced the Spothra. And then they just replaced a Spothra with Sableye. And it's like, oh, it's great. It's even more annoying. 'Cause it's both priority and you have a fake out mon. Great.
And
But
it's
there's no
immediate with
Spothra
fake
here,
outs.
luckily for Lyric. I will say, lucky to Lyric, there's no Spothra here, because that would also cook the hell out of this team.
Hmm. I don't know.
So it's actually kind of weird. I think you just run special Infernape. Like, you can't run physical just because like there's like an actual physical defense stat, but like if you run special, you're just
I mean,
everything.
I think you just run like mixed because I don't want to
You
click.
could.
I don't want
I
to click
mean,
Focus Blast into this team. But like,
Doesn't it get Aura Sphere now?
yeah, but Orsphere is like a limp dick. Let's be honest. You can. I mean, CC is probably just gonna hit harder with Zero and Fest than Aurasphere into most of these guys. Actually, no, I forgot there's Sojourner. Never
Yeah.
mind. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
yeah,
right. My
Stone
bad.
Joner. It probably kills Stone Joner. Probably kills
Some
what's his
Avalugg,
stupid
Cloyster,
face?
Crocodile,
Avalugg,
maybe.
Cloyster.
Probably does more to gouging.
It probably kills Crocodile. I would be shocked. Also, it lets you Terra Infernape and dodge Gouging Fire burns.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, Gouging Fire is terrible into this team because Pyrus just needs to click Taunt on Gouging Fire and it is done for.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know,
Ogrepon
I
doesn't like
I
it.
think you kinda
Inferno
have
doesn't.
to-
I don't know. Some stuff on
Yeah.
Pirates' team doesn't like gouging fire, but Sandy Shocks,
Yeah,
Latias.
I think you kind of have to you can't run kind of that standard support Gouging Fire in this matchup, but I think if you find the right Gouging Fire set, it makes this matchup super favorable.
Honestly, if it gets up a Dragon Dance,
Um,
this matchup could be pretty good.
Yeah, if you're running like Dragon Dance instead of Booster Speed, like Dragon Dance Clear Amulet. Wait, you don't even need to run Clear Amulet. Never mind.
Yeah.
The intimidates Paldean Tauros.
Maybe
That's-
Cloak. I don't know.
And it's like the unusable one.
it's the
Yeah,
fighting
probably
guy.
Cloak. You could, if you really want to get lost in the sauce, you can just run Mental Herb, because then you can actually protect, and then the turn after get a Dragon Dance off.
Mm-hmm. And then you're just like,
It's a little too lost in the sauce for my taste. But I don't know. I really think this one is Pyrus's to lose, and it doesn't. This one I think probably is the least close matchup that it feels like all week.
That's fair. I mean, again, I think Lyric can do some shit, especially in Trick Room. Like, imagine like Trick Room with like, I don't know,
Yeah.
banded gouging next to Sojourner. And
Wait. Oh, yeah. I would say there's one matchup. There's one matchup that's worse than this, and it's the one we're talking about next. My matchup, just because of, I think that's just generally worse matchup. But this is, I'm gonna just lean towards Pyrus. I'm
Yeah.
going to say that.
she
I
can
lean
cook,
towards
but I think
Pyrus.
Pyrus is just going to be a bit more consistent.
Yeah, I
TBH.
think having matchups where you don't have to cook, it really puts you in a nice spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Especially 'cause-
looking at this and being like, I don't have to cook. I can just run like good stuffs. Like I can just run what I'm comfortable with and just win the game that way.
Yeah, especially because Espeon has Imprison, Trick Room, and Lyric has no Fake Out.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
for Lyric to get stuff set up. So I think it's Pyrus.
Oh yeah, or you just lead like Infernape Latias and
Yeah.
just click Calm Mind on Latias and then like what? Oh no, they have Covert Cloak set Trick Room. Okay, and like I just get another free turn. Like Latias is just hard to kill.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yes, because technically there's no special attack on that team, so.
Oh, Qianpao into Psychic
God,
Terrain. Oh boy.
Not just Qianpao.
Oh wait, I can bring out the bull. Let's go.
Qianpao Thwacky.
Oh, I forgot about the flag.
I saw him make his changes and I'm like, God, why couldn't you do it week 3? It's like, I cooked your team so bad, and then he did this, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a really bad matchup for me. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to say any of the sauce.
I believe in
what?
you. You got this.
I will send you I'm gonna send you a calc. Don't say what it is. I want to
Okay.
hear your live reaction because this is the calc that has broken everyone I have showed. This isn't a joke, by the way.
Oh
Like
God.
it's actually broken air. It broke Rat.
I'm scared.
It's actually crazy. Like no one believed that this calc was real.
I gotta see this calc now. Huh?
Look at that.
Wait, what? Okay, I wouldn't say I'm broken.
I know, right?
But like, I don't know which way you expected
Ow.
me to react.
That it would die. That's kind of the thing.
You know what,
that
that's
everyone looks
fair.
at it. They're like, "With it? Like, how does that not die?"
I don't know.
It's so funny.
I don't know.
So funny.
It's
just
just
so
a little
funny.
silly. I mean, hey.
I think it's just people overestimate Mon doing damage.
Yeah, I think so.
Not gonna leak it.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, you might be like, "Oh, Qianpao is just so good in this matchup. It does everything." Well, yes, but there's one Mon that in like kind of my theory crafting and my testing, I have found that is way more annoying, and it's Iron Valiant.
Ooh.
I mean, nobody's already identified it. That Iron Valiant, like if they've looked at their prep so far, it's like Iron Valiant is for sure going to be coming. It's so annoying. You can just run booster speed and Icy Wind, and then you get your Tailwind up. I can't do anything with my sets. Like there's a lot that nobody has on his team that puts me behind immediately, and I really hate that. Especially on a team that's so tempo and momentum as Psy Spam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like I feel like you can't really exploit his weaknesses because like you have a flying type, but it's an Amorous, so you don't really have a flying type, and like there's a lot of fairy weaks. But...
I have two flying types that like aren't real flying types.
Well, okay, Kilowattrel's a real flying type. It just
especially
kind of
aren't
sucks.
real.
I think
it's
Kilowattrel's
just not a
bad.
real Mon in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of turned around to that, like with every booster speed Tailwind Mon or booster speed Icy Wind. Like, I will say though, Kilowattrel would have gone crazy last gen.
Oh yeah.
Just because there wasn't like 31, 30 or higher Mons in the format. Like, I'm not going to run it because it's bad, but like matchup got me so in my head. I was considering Scarf Kilowattrel.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a rough one.
You lost it.
I was like, yeah, I lost the sauce, and I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Shoutouts to Kathy though for helping me and telling me that I'm actually the stupidest person ever for trying to be like, I could run Scarf.
Yeah, I really wanted to like.
She just
Okay,
said
here's the
no.
thing,
She
Cannor.
just said,
I know you're an amazing player, but my God, nobody can do fucking everything in this matchup, and it's gonna end up well for him. Like,
yeah, no. oh, yeah, no. This is, I think, the single worst matchup.
bro beats
This
you in
week.
Trick Room and in Tailwind and without either. Like, it's so crazy. And like, oh man,
Yeah.
This is sad, but like, you know what? I gotta have faith in the GOAT.
I will say it's sad, but like through my calcs I've run, and again, I literally cannot emphasize this enough. Kathy helping me Kathy, you're the goat. You're my goat. Thank you for the help.
We
We'll
love
always appreciate any
love
help that you
Kathy
give
here.
me. True, literally my bestie. But yeah, we found something. We found some things that work. I found some things that I'm not super sure about, but like I haven't done actual test matches, which I need to do for this matchup. Obviously, looking at how it is, I really want to gas myself up here. I really, really want to gas myself up, being like, oh yeah, I've got this. I'm gonna win. I think if you look strictly at the matchup, I lose. But
I agree. I don't know. Nobody's a pretty solid player. I forgot he dropped Snorlax.
he is one of the best.
Yeah, nobody's a really good player.
He's one of the best. Yeah, he dropped Snorlax, which I think actually does kind of help improve my TR matchup. Also make it worse because it makes Umbreon worse in my TR matchup. But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I literally have no idea what he's going to bring either. Like it's one of those things where I look at it and it's he could bring literally anything.
Yeah.
Like literally any emote he could bring.
You
I'm just
really
kinda
have to
like,
go to the kitchen
gotta
in this
guess,
one.
right?
Are you going with nobody?
Yeah, and no, I'm in my villain arc. I'm gonna go myself. I think I can pull it off.
All right, you know what? Just to extra put you in your villain arc and to give you some inspiration, boom, I'm voting against you.
Yeah. Just I will say this one is like ungodly hard to actually predict.
Oh yeah, no, you got your work cut out for you, but you are the GOAT.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I did make semifinals, but I mean nobody's made. Well, I did make finals, but nobody made. Before that, made every finals from 10, 11, and 12.
Okay.
No, not 12. 9, 10, and 11. There we go.
All right, and Taurus goes back in a spot.
All back-to-back finals. Yeah. Wow, water Tauros. Okay.
All right, next matchup.
Aaron
Eris.
So this is one that like I need to help prep with. Yeah, truthfully, sorry, Eris. You're my goat. You're my goat. I'm praying to you right now. You're my goat. Please forgive me. I haven't looked at this matchup yet. Just because like I saw it on paper and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this, man. My Spectre, you're cooks.
Yeah, but like aside from if Eris deals the Spectre, what is like Air's backup plan if Spectre dies? Because that's something I saw in week 1. Is that as soon as Spectre stopped working, so did Air.
Spec died and Air did too.
Yeah.
Because like what his backup plan was that Paldean Tauros. Ooh, so many Pokemon that want to be intimidated. There's literally one physical Pokemon that can be intimidated. It's just Arcanine.
Yeah. look at Tauros and then look at this guy.
Literally only Arcanine.
It's just Arcanine.
Yeah. Tauros versus Arcanine. Arcanine's looking at us right now saying, "You're really comparing me to this guy?" Arcanine, I'm sorry. I love you more than I love Tauros.
You deserve better, Arcanine.
I have Tauros. You deserve better than having to be compared in this matchup. Wow, this matchup is really bad for Air if you lose Spectre.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's every week. I think every week is just you kind of have to play protect the
Spectre.
Well, look at this. Is what it is.
Look at this weird little deer, and then look at the matchup that like Weird Deer's honestly kind of good here.
Weird Deer's crazy here because kind of like the alternative that if I was Air that I would be looking at for this matchup is TR, even though my TR is a little bit concerning if I see, Lurantis in the builder. In my opponent's team.
There's no way you
team
just said
preview.
that.
That's what I meant to say.
There's no way you just acknowledge Lurantis like it's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Air's team. Air's team. Look, it's TR. It's TR. Look at Lurantis' speed. It's a real mod. It kills both of them in one shot. It OHKOs both of them.
It does not OHKO Regirock.
Not after the first hit, admittedly.
Yeah, just not OHKO Regirock. Let's be honest.
Well, it also doesn't OHKO this because it's sturdy.
True. Yeah, I mean, so does Regirock also has sturdy. If you want to be throwing and not run clear body for some reason, then you should run sturdy.
Yeah. Hit him with the screech, see what happens. If I'm Eris, like I look at this team and I'm like, okay, and I don't know. I think Air really has his work cut out for him. Oh, okay. So I've thought about it a little bit more, and yeah, you can't even just go like these two lead and expect the game to be won. because Eris just leads these two.
Which two? Pult and who? Jug?
Halt and Jugulus, because Jugulus, like, you don't even have to run booster speed, because Spectre, even with Terra Fairy, like, it'll have to tech Terra Blast to maybe kill. Again, I don't know the calcs, but I think it has to be Terra Blast to kill Jugulus, right?
I don't know. Jug is pretty bad special defense, but you could also just like outspeed it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's like special defense isn't even like terrible
it's 80
either.
special
94,
defense.
80.
It probably tanks a Draining Kiss.
Oh, it definitely does. It definitely does. Because I think it tanks a Draining Kiss from Calyrex's Shadow.
Oh shit. After
when
Terra?
I used it.
Was it like AV or was it just regular? I guess if you're not booster, you can just run AV with no problems.
So, well, not in this matchup, just because like you kind of want to match the Tailwind.
Yeah, if you're
But,
not
like,
booster speed,
turn one-
you want booster speed.
Turn one, you never click Tailwind though. Like turn one, you always click Snarl if you see these two, because like you can't get Encored into Snarl.
Yeah, true.
So you just set Tailwind and Snarl. Like you Snarl, go into Tailwind, because that way you're staggering.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even run like special Dragapult here. Like, what's stopping special Dragapult?
I mean,
Because you go Flamethrower in for Whimsicott, which you would break Sash, you would kill it. I think you probably kill Whimsicott even if you're not Specs.
oh, 100%. Flamethrower and
I guess
Snarl
you
definitely
probably
kills
die.
Wims. Unless it's like Weirdo Citrus.
Yeah. I mean, you're admittedly
Or Weirdo
probably dead from Spectre first, but like.
I don't know. I think
I don't
Eris
know.
Is, I think Eris has this
this
pretty well.
is like the easiest Big E matchup of my life.
I mean, the thing that
like,
concerns me is
We
that
also saw
like,
him play incredibly well, except for the last few turns of Game 3.
yeah, Game 3 kind of pissed me off. I'm not
Game
gonna
1,
lie.
he played it. Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, oh no, he doesn't know how Alluring Voice works. I didn't tell him how Alluring Voice works. How it only triggers the turn that it boosts.
Is that
I'm
why
like,
he clicked
oh
it?
god, if he
Okay.
clicked like Chilling Water. I'm guessing that's why. Other than that, I have no idea. Because that's the only reason it made sense.
I haven't recorded
right?
the recap yet, and
I'm sitting there.
I'm not excited for that.
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I remember watching it live and I'm like, oh my god. There was like
No.
5 turns that this Snorlax would have been dead.
Yeah, it hurt.
Like, there were so many turns where you look at it and you're like, you just double the Snorlax.
Mhm.
Valiant can't kill you. Just double the Snorlax. Whatever.
Alright.
I don't have to think of that match anymore. But yeah, this is like super free for Biggie. Biggie, Eris, great player. He's getting better. Like, I think he's gotten astronomically better between Gen 8 and 9 now. Gen 8, he was consistently like 07, like an 07 coach. Now he's like bordering playoffs every season. So
Nice. But yeah, I mean, I think also, for what it's worth, I think it's the best team in the league. I know in your PRs you said your team was better. I disagree. I politely disagree.
I mean, I even think it's like so close. Like, it's arguable for either one. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not gonna push back on people saying that his team is better.
Yeah.
I mean, I drafted it, so like I'm still the goat for.
All right.
Regardless.
Now we're in Dawn.
Another-
Let's keep moving, I guess. Rat once again fighting his demons. Last week he fought his team. This week he fights Rapska. It really is poetry.
Yeah. So Kilowattrel, Noivern, and Qianpao have been spotted in the same matchup again. They're
That's crazy.
except for Kilowattrel and Noivern are team hoppers.
Yeah, they swapped. They switched roles.
But,
They switched sides.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
He's
offensive
just
Ting
just like-
Wu kind of goes crazy here.
Does it? Come on.
Look at all the ground
It-
weaknesses.
Yeah. He totally won't Terra Gouging Fire Rokidogi or
Hey, ignore that one of the
Protect-
ground weaknesses is Carkol. Just ignore that. Just forget about that.
yeah. Who? Carhu? What? What's Carkol?
Unironically,
Sorry.
I could see auto breaking Rapska just because Okidogi was so good last week.
I think if you're Auto, you have to bring Rabska. Because
for-
otherwise your team gets cooked by Okie Dokie. AV Okie Dokie eats this team for breakfast.
Also, Okidogi is so small. Why is he so small?
Why?
Look-
Like, why did they?
He's so tiny.
I guess, like, even looking at this, so is Gouging Fire. Like, Gouging Fire. And
No,
Kilowatt
Gouging
are,
Fire
like,
being
these guys are
shorter
so
than
tiny.
Spupa is hilarious. But like, why is this bro
Oh, yeah.
tiny?
Why is he tiny?
Bro is
Why
half
he
the
tiny?
size of
He won't even
Ursaring.
tiny- He's like, he's the same size as Rapsco without the ball.
It's so sad.
Yeah, no. If you're auto, you have to prep like super hard into Okie Dokie.
I mean, to be fair, Otto had a pretty bad matchup last week. I'd say the worst matchup of week 1, and he won it. So
Yeah. I will say I think there were some pretty obvious reasons why he won.
yeah,
We'll save that for the recap.
Yeah.
Save it for your
That's gonna be a fun recap.
Oh yeah, getting to watch me get washed again.
Yeah. In
I'm gonna
4K.
turn the video off when my replays are on.
That's
'Cause
fair.
I'm just not gonna be able to stand getting cooked by Kathy about losing to Blaze and Center.
Yeah, I saw it was Blaze and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Center or no protect, and I lost.
Bro, she probably gave you so much shit for that.
She was like really supportive for the moment too, because I was so mad. If you guys are wondering what happened to the live commentary, I had to delete it. It was not nice. I was like way too mean. I was like,
That's crazy. Anyway.
yeah. Anyways, this is like a 2-0 rat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say 2-0 rat.
I mean, I betted against Rat last week, and I will not make that mistake again. But I think
Honestly, I betted against Rat last week too after watching, Cam versus who did Cam face?
Lyric, yeah.
Was it Cam? Yeah. After watching that, I'm like, ooh, Rat's done for. It's over. And then Rat did like the cleanest 2-0 ever, and I'm like, okay.
You know, Rat.
I
fucking clutch that.
wasn't familiar with your game. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I went dapped Rat up, and I was like, "You're welcome for Okie Dokie." By the way,
This is one of
'Cause
those where like I feel like Otto can do some
One-
stuff, but Rat just has better Pokemon.
yeah, I want to make it clear too. I'm looking at you, mod team. Your Okie Dokie slander is not okay.
Okay.
I've been an Okie Dokie supporter since day one. That's why it's an A tier, because I believed in it.
Hell yeah.
They're
No.
always like, Okie Dokie's so bad. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's got better. It's got like good beta male defiant.
Okidogi's pretty good. I will say I found it kind of funny that Rat ran the fucking Toxic Chain ability and it did not activate a single time last week. And
Yeah.
yet he got 2 crits.
Not a single time.
This is another week where you run Toxic
yeah.
Chain, by the way, because no Intimidate. Oops. Anyway, I think Rat wins this.
Yeah, I guess unless you're worried about Whirlwind Tinglu.
I think it only
It's
activates
real
with Roar and not Whirlwind, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care.
It's-
It's not real.
It's fucking
It's not gonna hurt
Gardevoir.
me.
Anyway, speaking of the ghosts of or the sins of Rat's past, we have Vitrena and Gambit here. Ooh. Ooh. I still
Yeah,
do
this
not like
is,
Gambit's
like,
team that much.
Yeah, so Gambit was talking to me about this matchup. It's like, it's not a good or bad matchup. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And like looking at him face to face, I'm like, yeah, this is weird. And not like the good kind of weird that you're like, ooh, I'm excited to watch this. It's the weird where you're like, someone might want to call the manager of the store. This is looking, these two homeless people are fighting inside the bread aisle again.
Yeah.
That's the type of weird. It's like, why pick the bread aisle? Do it in the meat department. Come on.
Unironically, not unironically, I'm not gonna say that about Rhydon because Rhydon's the goat. I think Rhydon is kind of solid here if you just ignore the bear. Rhydon does super well.
If you ignore the bear, if you ignore Dondozo, if you ignore this, if you ignore that Clumpy gets Giga Drain, like if we kind of squint our eyes and don't look at all the good Pokemon in this team, Rhydon's
pretty good.
I mean, I am the reason Rhydon got moved up.
Yeah.
could have gone up to be. It really could have. I think Rhydon's terrible on this team, though. By the way, I just think there's no reason. Like, what's Rhydon doing?
I just love that the Trick Room Setters are the fastest Pokemon. It's literally Meow and Screamtail, and that's it.
Yeah. One thing I notice immediately about this matchup as well is like your encore stuff that you brought week 1 just doesn't work here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it works against Comfy, but that's it.
Yeah.
And like, you can't guarantee that Comfy gets hit with an encore just because it has, +3 priority. If very funnily, if you say I'm going to run Vacuum Wave Ursaluna, you can get a priority Blood Moon.
True.
Isn't priority mechanics so weird when it interacts with Encore? Isn't that so weird? That if you Encore a Mon, the move stays in the same priority bracket, which I guess technically in this case doesn't. Like Vacuum Wave wouldn't do it, but
You're
I just wanted to point out that that's really cool. Cool interaction.
Are you okay? I think you were kind of like roboting for a second. You were going robot.
I am hearing you roboting, so I'm like, yep, I'm getting cut out.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, let me try closing the stream. Is this better now? No, it is not. 696 ping?
Damn.
What the hell?
I have 4 bars of Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I have no idea. Hold on. We're gonna get a little jank for a second. For my Wi-Fi.
Anyway, I'm rooting Gambit here. I think Gambit got this. I believe in Gambit. The trying to seem just so weird. Like I don't get what this I don't get what this team does. Like I get what it does, but I don't get what it does.
Hello. Yeah, we're going a little bit jank right now. I'm on my phone and speaker. This is interesting.
Oh shit. Yeah, we're going mega jank. So we'll try and run through the last 2.
Yeah, and it's still.
I think
you're here. I don't know.
I'm going Gambit, honestly. I think Vitrina's team is like, it's cool, but I don't think it works. I think the big thing that like Vitrina has is that, like, Zapdos is pretty hard for Gambit to play around if you ignore Comfy. But I think Gambit just has a little bit more stuff than Vitrina.
Yeah, so it didn't work on my phone. Still roboting. Technology. Hey. Yeah, I'm going Gambit.
You going Gambit? All right. We got 2 matchups to go.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can speed through these last 2 because I am kind of hungry. All right. Oh my God, this Cheats is breaking. Technical difficulties.
Breaking the VC, breaking everything is falling apart.
Yeah, it's all falling apart. But at least the Tauros are here on both sides.
Ready for the... Why is that at 628? The hell? How am I at 628? Oh, wait, it went up.
Oh. Aw. Okay, so Winda versus Split. I feel like it's pretty safe to vote for Winda in pretty much every matchup. Especially because Blizzard doesn't really work versus Winda's team. And that's like the draft. Alright, we might be vibing without Cannor for the rest of the video. Maybe I'll DM him later and ask what he thinks, but again, I think it's safe bet to vote Winda. It's like these guys are so good. And
hello?
Oh?
Hello? Am I back in here?
I think you're back, yeah. We good?
Yeah, for whatever reason, when my internet started working again, Mike just said, nah, I'm good. But I'm back. Yeah, it's Winda.
Right.
Every week is Winda.
Yeah. I mean, he's the king. He's British. It's just how it be.
Yeah. Also, this is like worst matchup ever for Split's team. Let's not.
Yeah, no, Split had a great matchup last week, but I don't know. just didn't click the big red button, and now the big red button does not do much into this team. And Winda has Luna and Spectrier and Salazzle, which, like, fucking, if Salazzle is a good matchup into you, you fucked up.
True. Yeah, I think we can just kind of agree that this one's Winda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I realized this one, I said it was going to be hard matchups. I'm looking at the side now. We've agreed on every single one, except for the one that's mine, just because we wanted it to be more of a villain arc.
I feel like it's pretty easy to agree on matchups.
And I don't think that...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to change with this one here.
Let's look. All right, we got our last team. We can get it. We can put the Tauruses back in the pen.
Yeah, 2-0 Kathy. That's what I
Oh
said.
yeah. Versus blue. Yeah. Jet punch. She jet punches the
Ogerpon v
team
Org-
really
wait.
hard. Oh yeah, and the Ogerpon.
Wait,
Yo, both the
the
Ogerpon
Ogerpon teams.
have all the Ogerpon teams have
Whoa,
been mirroring.
That's actually sick.
That's crazy.
That's actually kind of sick. I
That's
didn't notice
fire.
that. Yeah. But no, this is she is the better Ogerpon. Generally, like sort of better Ogerpon.
I mean, if she had Ogerpon Rock here,
She's
shit.
She is the better water type.
Mm-hmm.
She has the better screen spawn because there's no good screen spawn here. She's the better Trick Room setter. And she has the better baby Rillaboom.
And the better Tailwind setter, and she has the better ground type, and she has favorite Mon boost.
Well.
Look, I love Golurk. Let me have this. I love Golurk. I just wanted to throw that by.
The better slow ground type.
Okay,
We can agree on that one.
I can't
She's
even
the
agree on
better
that
slow
one, to be
ground
honest. I can't even agree with that.
No, Hippowdon's cheeks. It's so bad. I've used Hippowdon in a draft. It's terrible. If there was Golurk, this Mon would be negative 500 points. Like, you could get 500 points by drafting it, and you'd be like, ooh, that's not enough.
But yeah.
Obviously, that's a lie.
I think
but-
this guy is strong. I think 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 this guy is strong. And then you pick your last guy.
Yeah, so
and-
we didn't really see it last week, but like Porygon 2 is so strong.
Mhm.
And like just run Terra Water here after you take care of this loser. I say that, but it just literally just won a regional.
It did with Miraidon, who was also
Well-
a fraud. Before
I
that.
say in air quotes won a regional.
It came to one game where it didn't even click the power whip button to get a kill.
Yeah, it's kind of been there. I mean, it did what it needed to.
But imagine if it was a
It did
Ditto.
what it needed to.
How much
but,
funnier would it have been if it was a Ditto?
if the Ditto won?
Yeah, if it was Aaron. I mean,
Doctor.
also I know
Doctor
Aaron
one.
Trailer.
Dr. Aaron Trailer.
Is he a doctor?
Oh, sick. Yeah, he just got his doctorate.
Oh, congrats.
So Wolfie always calls him Dr. Aaron Trailer.
Hell yeah. I need to watch more Wolfie streams, I guess.
Yeah, it's also like the Patreon stuff.
I'm not
I have that
patron.
because I play competitive, unfortunately.
I'm broke. Did he talk
My
about
blessing and a curse.
Did he talk about Miraidon on the Patreon after Rajon
Yeah,
won?
yeah. He talked about the format.
Makes sense. Anyway,
And basically, it can be boiled down to any restricted could probably win. Like any of the good ones could win regional,
yeah. All right.
which is true. It's literally just matchup roulette. Speaking of matchup roulette, if you're blue, you're putting your Pokemon's names on a roulette wheel, and you're spinning that baby. That's how you're deciding which ones come.
Yeah, I just
Other than Iron Valiant, I think
Yeah.
Iron Valiant honestly comes to like every single match, the entire season.
Val is so good.
Like this thing comes every season. It's so good. It's so good. Unless you're like actually playing a real format, then it's so bad. For doubles.
The dichotomy is
doubles.
crazy.
Obviously, it's great in singles.
Dude, Blue's team in singles
But-
cooks. I still can't get over it.
True. Yeah. Also, it has Moltres, so this team sucks. I'm a Moltres hater. I hate so many mons. Moltres is one of them. I've used Moltres. It's so bad.
What do you mean?
So
It resists fighting types and then it can burn them with flame body. Isn't that awesome? And then it dies to the rock type we have.
Well, Yeah, 1 and 3. Play the diet. Literally play roulette to win the match, and you don't even win because none of Ogre Pawn's moves are contact.
I mean, Ogre. This
But
one
I mean,
can't
you
even
do
get burned.
but yeah, even if it could.
Even if it could Terra, it couldn't get burned, and it can't Terra. But what if you burn the
even if
Palafin,
it
you feel
could
like a
tear it
boss.
into a steel type. If it got burned, whatever. Yeah. Burning Palafin is like, ooh, that's rough. Anyways, here are my other 40 great Pokemon into this matchup. Yeah, I take it back when I said this week was way closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
take
Kathy
it
just
back.
sweeps.
So many of these matchups are just like, feel like it should be closer, but it's not.
I think in general,
Come
Dusk
on,
Dusk
dude.
usually has
We're
pretty
back
close
at the
matchups.
619.
I think Dusk
We're
has
back
close
at the
matchups.
619.
All right.
Yeah. I'm probably roboting, but it's okay. We made it.
I guess on that note, yeah, thank you very much, Cannor, for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. It's a bit of a longer-winded video, but good luck to all you coaches. No hard feelings. You're all awesome. Do great. Have fun. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.